Good morning, boys and girls. Welcome to the last day of the week. Happy Friday, May 1st. We finally made it to May. Yay! I hope that you are planning on doing something fun this weekend with your family inside or out. And I hope that all of you guys are continuing to be safe. So today you're going to need your journal to make that list of writing procedures for us, and then you're going to need a cube today. Cubes are kind of hard because you need a cube that has 6 square faces. So not a rectangular prism, that's different. You're looking for a cube that has 6 squares on the faces. So if you can't find a cube, you can use mine. Just so you know, the faces, vertices, and edges for a cube are the same as a rectangular prism. So if you need to touch those, you can, but we'll use this one together. So let's go ahead and get started with our day. So for our 3-part drill today, we are going to be doing some ending chunks for our sounds. So hopefully you guys are getting pretty quick at these. So let's get started. Uk, ung, pt, sn, kwa, sp, ong, ang, ch, th, and th, it. Well, that was a short one today. Okay, let's go ahead and get our blending hand up. Remember, each one of these Post-it notes is one finger or thumb. So we're going to keep those things together. Ready? Stir-ing, string. That is a word. Purr-ing, pring. Not a word. Ooh, look at this. O is open, so that means it's going to make the O sound. There's nothing after it. Ready? Per-o, pro. Pro is a word. It's short for professional, but you usually say when you're a pro, that means that you know how to do something really well. Ooh, look at this. This is open again, so we're going to make the O sound again. O, foe. Ooh, foe is a word. It means someone who you're that you're kind of against, but it's a different spelling. Oop, look at another open syllable. Here we go. E, fee. Ooh, fee is a word. It means something that you charge. But guess what? It's normally an EE. Some of these are really tricky today. E, he. He is a word. Ooh, now that E is sandwiched between, so now it's going to switch that short sound. Eld, held. Yep, when you hold something, held is when you do it in the past. Beleld, beleld. That's not a word. That's hard to say too. Skeld, skeld, not a word. Skelp, scalp. Ooh, this is your scalp. Guess what? Different spelling though. Trelp, trelp, not a word. Tralp, tralp. Some of these are really hard. Is your tongue kind of going weird? Kelp, kelp. Ooh, kelp is not a word. It sounds like kelp, which is in the ocean, but it's not a word. K-al, or k-af, calf. Calf is a word. Calf is a baby cow. Slaff, slaff, not a word. Shraff, shraff, not a word. Shranch, shranch, not a word. Wow, some of those are really kind of tricky and tongue twisters today. Okay, let's go back. So today we're going to be keeping a couple of our chunks together. So I want to tell you guys about T-I-O-N. You ready? T-I-O-N says sh, shin, shin. Can you guys say that? Shin. So we're going to keep the T-I-O-N always together because it's going to say shin. Okay? So we're going to keep that together and make this as one syllable chunk. Okay? So since we know that's going to be a syllable chunk, we're going to put our syllable thing there. Okay, so let's look for our vowels. I see an O, and I see a U. And let's go ahead and put our consonant. Usually, what's our tiger rule? We're going to break it after that first vowel and see if it makes sense. So this one is a 3-syllable word. Now this O has nothing after that consonant. So it is going to be an open syllable. It's going to be long. And I see this U has nothing after it, and it's going to be long too. So let's go ahead and say this. Ready? S-O, so, l-oo, lu, solution. Solution. Solution is when you come up with an answer to a problem. Solution. Okay, let's try this one. Okay, do you guys see the ending syllable chunk? I do too. I see a T-I-O-N, and we're going to keep that together. T-I-O-N, so it's going to say shun, and that's going to be an entire syllable all by itself. Okay, so now let's find our vowels. I see a vowel, just one in this syllable, and I see it closed in between 2 consonants. So since that's closed, is it going to be the short or the long sound? Going to be the short. It's closed up. So let's go ahead and tap this. Here we go. Ik, fiction. Fiction. A fiction. What's a fiction story? A fiction story is a story that is not true. Remember, fiction means fake. Okay, that was just a little bit of the T-I-O-N for you guys today. Okay, so our word well words, this is our last day of the week. So we have upon, wash, we got that schwa sound, that ah. Water, we got that ah sound again, once, and done. So today what I'd like you to do in your journal, and you can send me a picture on Classroom, you can send me a picture on Flipgrid, you can just type it into Classroom if you want to. I would like you to write a silly, excuse me guys, a silly sentence using your word well words. My challenge for you to see if you can write one sentence using all 5 silly sentences, all 5 word well words in the sentence. So I'm going to give you guys one and see how many I can use. Let's see. Wash and water. Well, that's easy because you need water to wash something. So I'm going to use I once, oop, look at it, I got my red word, once washed. Now, I use the word wash, but I put an ED. That still counts, guys, because I use the root of the word, and then I just put a past tense on there. I once washed my, what would I wash? My shoes in blue water. Would that be kind of silly? Yeah, I wouldn't really want to wash my shoes in blue water. So let's see how many words I used. I got to use 1, 2, 3. See if you guys can beat me with a silly sentence. I bet you can come up with an even sillier sentence, and then you could draw a picture of that silly sentence if you wanted to. So today we're going to be reading about main idea. So main idea is what a picture or a text is mostly about. A lot of times in a story, you're going to find lots of ideas, but the main idea is what it is mostly about. And there's always details that give you more information about the main idea. So today we're going to read a story called What Do Police Officers Do? I'm going to read the story one time, and then I would like you to read it with me. If you need to pause the video, please pause the video so that you can read it at your own pace. It is up to you guys. I'm not there with you guys. It is up to you guys to pause the video if you need more time to read. Okay, so I'm going to read it to you once, and then you guys are going to read it with me. What do police officers do? Police officers help people in many ways. They help people in cars on the road. They help people who are hurt. Children ride bikes. Children cross streets too. Police teach children how to be careful. Police officers care about people. They want to keep people safe. So remember, we're going to talk about main idea. So what do you think the main idea of the story is about? Well, let's read it again. Let's think about what is the story really trying to teach me. Here we go. What do police officers do? Police officers help many people in many ways. Oh my goodness. Tell Miss Hall, you're still cool. Let's start back over. Miss Hall did not read that very closely. Here I go. Police officers help people in many ways. They help people in cars on the road. They help people who are hurt. Children ride bikes. Children cross streets too. Police teach children how to be careful. Police officers care about people. They want to keep people safe. So what does the picture show? I see a police officer here and I see cars. And what do you think the police officer is doing with his hands right now? I know from things I've seen before, the police officer is directing traffic. So what is the picture showing? Remember, I have to answer my sentence in a complete, I have to answer my question in a complete sentence. So the police officer is directing traffic. And you know how when we were at school and the buses would leave at the end of the day, you could always see the police officer who would be waving the buses to go through quickly and stopping the other people? That's what this police officer is doing right here. What is this passage mostly about? Well, is it about just the traffic? Well, let's go back to the text. It says, the main idea of this text is that police officers help many people. And then they gave a lot of details about how they help. They help people in cars on the road. They help children learn about those safety rules. Police officers take care of people. So what is this passage mostly about? This passage is mostly about how police officers help people in many ways. And usually when we're reading, especially informational text, they'll give you that main idea towards the beginning of your story. So what is this story mostly about? It says passage. Passage is the story. This story is about how police officers help people in many ways. What is one detail that supports the main idea? Well, they gave me a lot of ideas about how they help people in cars, they help children learn safety tips, and how police officers care about people. So we just have to pick one of the main ideas. Which one do you want to pick? I'm going to pick the idea about how police teach children how to be careful, because that I feel is very important. So what's one detail that supports main idea? Main idea is that police officers help people in many ways. One idea is police officers teach children how to be careful. Make sure you got that capital at the beginning and a period. Nice job, guys. Okay, so today our last story of our My View book is, I see some OR and ER words. Remember that ER at the end as a suffix is going to be one who does. So this is one who sails, because this is about a sailor. And it says, we're going to need to read the story first, and then we're going to look for some highlight boxes here. Okay, so the sailor. You guys can go ahead and read this with me, because this is a decodable text, which means I know in my brain how to read all of these words, because these are all sounds that I've learned already. So let's go ahead and read this with our best expression. Get your reading finger ready. Here we go. The sailor. Jen got up at the sight of sunlight. She met the sailor at the dock. He sat upon his boat. It was on the water. Jen helped the sailor wash his boat. I went far away as an actor, the sailor said. He was a painter once. He was a teacher helping kids. Jen leaves the dock when the day is done. Wow, that sailor did lots of different things. Now remember that ER and the OR at the end a lot of times is a suffix that's meant to one who does something. Okay, so we'll have to see if we can find any of those suffixes at the end. So it says, read the story and highlight the two words that make the long I sound. The I. When I get to it, you stop me. Ready? The sailor. Jen got up at the sight of, you're right. Sight is one of our words. Of sunlight. Oh, there's my other one. Sunlight's a compound word. Two words that are put together. Okay, let's go over here. Highlight the 3 words that have a suffix of or. Now remember, with our accent, a lot of times we say like sailor, actor, but you can also have sometimes people pronounce it sailor or actor. But with our accents, a lot of times make that sound for the suffix of or. Okay, when you hear me say a word that has a suffix of or at the end, remember suffix is at the end of that word. You guys stop me. Jen helped the sailor walk. Oh, I missed one. Sailor. Jen helped the sailor wash his boat. I went far away as an actor. Oh, you heard another one. Actor, the sailor said. Oh, we already had sailor. There we go. So a sailor is one who sails. An actor is one who acts. He's had lots of different jobs. Circle the 2 words with a suffix of er. Er at the end, like in water, I guess you could say one. That's not a suffix because that's not one who does something. But the er at the end of the word a lot of times will be one who does something. So he was a painter. There's that the suffix at the end. This is one who paints. He was a teacher helping kids. Oh, there's my other one who teaches. Jen leaves the dock when the day is done. Now, I will tell you guys, decodable texts don't have the most exciting stories sometimes because they're just there to kind of help you with learning the different parts of words, and also just to give you some more practice with fluency. Okay, so today we're going to be doing a Go Noodle called Squashy Rock, and I'd love for you to do it. So same rules apply. You can stand up or you and do it with us, or you can just stand up, but you cannot sit down.
It's Squatchy. This song about how Squatchy rock. It called Squatchy rock. Squatchy like peaches. Squatchy like beaches. Squatchy like chicken. Walk, 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 walk. Squatchy like toes. Squatchy like toes. Squatchy love. Rock, 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 rock. Rock, 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 rock. This rock, 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 other rock. Rock, 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 rock. Squatchy love the rock and roll, especially the rock. Rock on. Squatchy like balloons. Squatchy like cartoons. Squatchy like time. Tick tock, tick tock. Squatchy like rainbow. Squatchy like color blue. Squatchy love. Rock, 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 rock. Rock, 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 rock. This rock, that rock, other rock. Rock, 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 tick tock. Squatchy love the rock and roll, especially the rock.
Hi, Squatchy.
Aloha, Ollie Robertson.
Mind if I join in?
Squatchy like that. Wow, you good.
Yeah, thanks. I've been taking lessons.
Squatchy like dance. Squatchy like ants. Squatchy like soup made in crock pot. Squatchy like gems. Squatchy like friends. Squatchy love. Rock, 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 rock. Rock, 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 rock. This rock, that rock, other rock. Rock, 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 rock,
Crock pot.
Squatchy love the rock and roll, especially the rock. Yeah. Rock out. Download new Go Noodle Games app.
I thought that was an awesome one, guys, since we had our show and tell on Thursday for our instrument day. So for math, we've been talking a lot about 3D shapes, guys. Cannot tell you how important it is that you really pay attention to some of these vocabulary words. Some of us on our daily check-in are not putting the right number of vertices or edges, so you got to make sure you go back and check those work. If you're not positive about those 3D shapes, ask for a Google Meet with me, and you and I can look through the shapes together, and we can count all those vertices and things. Or you can ask when your mom or your dad, but you got to know the language, guys. Okay. So remember, our first one that we did was our cylinder. This is a face, flat face. 2 circle flat faces and 1 curved face. 3 faces, 2 edges, They're both curved edges. No vertices. Vertices are a point. There's no point on here. Okay, vertices is a fancy name for corners. Okay, then we had our rectangular prism. See, a rectangular prism. Flat 2D shapes are our faces. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Edges where two faces meet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we got to go up and down. 9, 10, 11, 12. Our sphere was our ball. Doesn't still his ball. It has one curved face. No edges because the edges don't come together. The faces don't come together. And 0 vertices. There's no point. We have our cone. And let's see. I'm going to actually use, this is the tip of my pencil right here. And my cone, I have on the bottom, I have one circle face on the bottom. And then I have one curved face. So I actually forgot, I didn't write these in here. So we have 2 faces, one curved and one flat. We have one edge that goes around the bottom of the cone. And then how many vertices, guys? How many points are on that cone? It's 1. Okay, so today we are not talking about a cone. It's a cube. Okay, so cube, ready? If you have your cube, grab your cube now. Let's count our faces. Those faces are the flat 2D shapes. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I gotta go top and bottom. 5, 6. 6 faces for that. Okay, edges. Edges are where 2 faces meet. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's the top. Let's do the bottom. 5, 6, 7, 8. Now I got to go up and down. 9, 10, 11, 12. So we have 12 edges for our cube. Now the vertices are where the edges meet to make a corner or a point. Okay, that's a vertice. One is called a vertex. This is called, oops, I really should change this one to a vertex. Tell me you're still cool, Mrs. Howell. Okay, ready? Let's count our corners or vertices. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so today's the last day that we're going to be doing some fractions. Next week, our Google Meet on Monday, we're actually going to talk a little bit about the fractions. Most important thing for a fraction, guys, is all the shapes are divided and they are the same. They have to be the exact same size. Either they're equivalent, which means that they are all cut up the same, or if they're divided into just random shapes, they are not fractions. They're just shapes. Okay. So right now, how many pieces is this square divided into? Divided into 4. So this is fourths. This square is divided in fourths. Okay. So how many pieces is this shape divided into? 4. 4 equal pieces. It's a fourth. I want to know how many of them are colored. There's only 1. So this is 1/4 of this shape is colored. Okay, now they divided this square a little bit differently. Still, let's see how many pieces it has. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 equal pieces. So we know it's going to be divided into fourths. How many are colored in? It's just 1. Okay, I have a rectangle this time. How many pieces is this rectangle divided into? 4 equal pieces. So this is divided into fourths again. How many are colored in? Just 1. Okay, how many equal pieces is this circle divided into? 2 equal pieces. How many of them are colored in? Just 1. So this shape is 1/2. I know this is weird. Instead of it saying 1/2s, it's 1/2. Okay, we have a circle this time. How many equal pieces is it divided into? 4. How many pieces are colored in? 1. So 1/4. What would it be, guys, if I had a circle, or let's say I had a, let's see if I can do this. Let's pretend I had a different shape. Let's say I'm going to use rectangle, okay? Let's say I divided this. I'm going to do my best, guys, to do this. Let's say I divided this rectangle into pieces like this. Did I divide my rectangle into fractions? Nope. Why not? Because there's not 3 equal pieces. So let's see. How can I change these lines so that I do have fraction, I do have equal pieces? Let's try that. Are those equal pieces? They sure are. So if those are equal pieces, how many pieces did I cut up? Oop. I broke it into 3 equal pieces. Well, could I color one of these in? Let's see. Let's see if my scribble tool is going to work. Let's see. Maybe. Oh, it did work today. Lucky day for us. Okay, how many pieces did I color in? I colored in 1. So how many did I color in? 1/3. Way to go, rock stars. Okay, let's see if I can do another one. I'm going to take this time. Oh, this one's going to be a little trickier. I'm going to try a circle. Okay, so if I have a circle, can I divide this circle into equal pieces? Let's see. I'm going to go right here. And then I'm going to go right there. And then I'm going to try and do it again. Uh-oh. Oh, my circle keeps wanting to move. So we'll go plan B. So that's okay. We'll go plan B. Oh, doesn't want me to divide it. Well, let's see. I bet you guys are smart enough to figure out right now. Do I have a fraction yet? Well, I don't, because my shape is in not equal pieces. Now, do I have a fraction? I do. I tried my best to make this as close to 3 equal pieces as I could. And since I did that, I divided it into thirds. Now, have I colored in 1/3 of them? Nope, I'm going to have to use my scribble tool. Let's see if this works. Oh, good, it did. So I have how much of my circle colored in? I have 1/3 of my circle colored in. So there you go. So you guys, you can divide things into fractions, and you can put any number down here as long as they're the equivalent or the same size for each piece of that, and then that would be a fraction. Okay. So you guys have been doing a lot of investigation with the sun. I know it was a super rainy week, so hopefully you got to do some observations with the sun. You saw the patterns with the moon. The stars are what I'd like you to look at for the next couple nights. So the stars, the sky is full of stars. You can see them on clear nights. They look like tiny points of light. Some are dim, others are brighter. Now this is the crazy thing. And when I was a kid, I thought this was insane. that this was true. And this was something really hard for me to understand because our sun is so bright compared to the other ones in the sky. So here's the facts for you guys. Ready? Each star is a sun. It's just like the sun. It gives off its own light and heat. The stars you see at night are very far away, and that's why they look so small. Stars are always in the sky, just like the sun and the moon. You can't see them in the day. The sun makes the sky too bright for the stars to be seen. So, just like all the other patterns that we've seen, just because they appear to go away, they don't actually go away. So during the day, the sunlight is so bright in our solar system and that it makes it that we can't see the stars. But when we turn away from the sun, that's when we get a chance to see. So every single star you see in the night sky is actually another planet's sun. Isn't that crazy? I know, it's such a cool fact. So what you need to do with the video or now is I'd like you to write a silly sentence. Oh, apparently my N is huge in that. I'm using as many word-well words as you can. I wrote a silly sentence with 3. See if you can beat me. Write a list of things you can do. Oh my goodness, where was that? Totally skipped over that. Oh no, we got to go back. You know what? We will do that next week. Okay? So you guys get a freebie. Can't believe I forgot to do that. So you can use your time just to have do something fun today. If you have not recorded your story on Flipgrid, please go to Flipgrid. I want to tell you, I thought your stories were awesome. Nikit, Abby, Lori, Dana, Taylor, Lachlan, Kaden, Gina, and Piper. Piper, I loved how you wore your goggles during your story. That was awesome. You guys had some really great characters, and I loved your illustrations. Keep those coming. The rest of your day, 15 minutes of Lexia or Splash Learn. I love you to read the story that I read you if you didn't get a chance to do it. Also, if you didn't get a chance to join us for our guided reading lessons in the morning, just read them sometime today. Listen to Mrs. Howell read a lot. It's about adverbs today. Check out the special area schedule. I'd love if you could check out something with the computers or technology and then do your Google form for Friday. Hopefully you guys heard the amazing news. Did you guys hear it? We reached 150, actually 152 Lexia levels. Way to go, guys. So next Friday, May 8th, we're going to be having our virtual cookie party. I know it's not as exciting as a donut, guys, but it's the best I got. So Mrs. Howell's going to be coming around delivering those cookies and your certificates and a very small treat. Your bags will not have as many goodies this time because I gave you most of your goodies last time. So but I will get to see your smiling faces. So I'm very excited about that. Please keep it up. We got 4 more people that were really close to getting past first grade Lexia. You got to do your minutes every week. And then we have a couple people who are so close to passing second grade and third grade and fourth grade Lexia. Oh, so exciting. So I hope you have a wonderful Friday. I miss you guys so very much. Please put in on Google Meet if you want to. Hopefully I got to see a lot of you at your guided reading times, and I hope you have a terrific Friday. Bye, guys.